And you can see by the various levels of damage done to it that I gave good coordinates.
Entertainment.
Do you know what LARPing is?
No.
LARPing. What about live action roleplay? No idea? No. Do you know what LARPing is? Do you have any clue what live action roleplay is?
Is that where you dress up? Yeah.
Oh, it's where you go to, like, it's pretty much playing, like, role-playing games, like, with knights and stuff, but out you're actually in armor and stuff, isn't it?
Live action roleplay. LARPing gives its participants a chance to explore the realms of their imagination to physically portray their own character within a fantasy world. LARPers develop their character's backstory, costume and weapons with only their creativity as a limitation. The outcome of the player's actions may be mediated by game rules or determined by consensus among players. My mission? To engage myself with the participants of live action roleplay to better my understanding. The origins of LARPing lie in tabletop role-playing games like Dungeons and Dragons. My first contact is a tabletop roleplay enthusiast.
Hello. You alright?
Alright.
Welcome to my shop.
Thank you. Your name's Rob?
Rob, yeah.
Hi Rob, I'm Ray. Here you sell tabletop games.
Yeah, we sell board games, miniature-based games, card games, and I can get hold of most role-playing books if needed.
Since you come across quite a few tabletop role players.
I have a group that's recently started on Friday. We're running 3 tables. There can be as many as 25 people here on a Friday.
So how would you describe the kind of people who get into role-playing games?
Normal people, really. It's just you could define normal, that is. But yeah, well, it covers lots of things, isn't it? Most people want to do some fantasy stuff, so you know you can role play. The thing is, I'm quite recent into the role playing world, and you can pretty much role play anything. You name it, there's a role play game for it. So I'm like Star Trek, Star Wars, Batman, anything. You know, like politics, anything. It's acting without a script. That's all it is, really. So you know, if you get to act without a script is easy. We do it every day when we meet people in the street we do not know. So everyone role plays their own little way. So there's plenty of it out there,
So,
which is cool.
Have you ever come across any LARPers at all in your life?
I've heard of LARPing, and it's kind of like the live action roleplay thing. I've asked around. There is that misconception of everybody thinks, oh, you must be a LARPer, you're strange. Well, they leave the house, they meet other people, they hold conversations. They must have a job because it's not cheap. So if doing that is weird, then what would be normal? Sitting at home, watching EastEnders, waiting for the cat to come in. Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for this.
No problems.
To further my LARPing knowledge, I decided to attend a LARPing event hosted by my new contact, Gideon Lawrence, owner of LARP group Wyvern Tales, an organisation which hosts small day events in Southampton. So we're on our way to a LARPing social event. People there will be going in and out of character quite casually. It's more of an event of catching up with friends as well as dressing up and stuff. It's our first real encounter with any LARPers face to face. So should be quite interesting. I'm excited. Hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet Gideon.
Gideon.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So what's exactly going on here?
It's a LARP event, live action roleplay. So there'll be people in costume wandering around, so trying to stay in character. This is a small gathering of people. This is
Like a community of people.
a community of people, all of whom, or most of whom, know each other, come down just to spend the day together.
I really like your... Are they
With
pamphlets?
giant pamphlets. Oh yes, they are.
That's fantastic. Is this your weapon?
This is a painted fabric.
Ow! What if I have a quick...
Yeah, go for it.
Fantastic. I like your goggles as well. These! Fantastic.
What I'm going to do today is probably be a troll, but I've got to wait for Gideon's going to let me know. So I'm big, stupid, or probably like to eat babies or something like that. This is all just fun. So,
Can I have a squeeze?
please carry on.
Right, an interesting scene.
They in character.
think they're in character.
We went out like dragons on a town full of
49 other people and their henchmen, and they decide to kill them. I am armed only with this very flag, which is why I don't keep it full anymore, because you see, it also looked like this, look like this, and look like this, and you can see by the various levels of damage done to it.
Molly left me all alone.
Right, which one of you lot is going to play this game with a treble then?
I took her inside. She made my heart pound. She made my eyes get wide. We went out like tigers.
Thanks a lot for allowing us to be here.
My pleasure.
It's been a lot of fun.
After my first encounter with LARPers, I decided to attend a more formal LARPing event, again hosted by Gideon. This event will have a set plot with a sequence of events that change depending on the actions of the participants. I will be adopting a new method of investigation this time round in order to try to discover more about LARPing and its participants.
Today, I would very much like to try LARPing myself.
Okay, that's no problem. What we'll do is we'll get your kitted out. We've got like a selection of costume and props and other bits and pieces that we can provide for you. We'll do some combat practice.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there. Well, we need to make sure that you're not going to clout anyone around the head or kicking on the down. It's always pleasant to know you're not fighting with a sociopath.
Would I need to establish a character
Dramatic
type?
persona. Yes, that would be quite useful. Probably best to play some form of warrior, fighter type, because then you don't have to worry too much about all the rules flying around and the rest of it.
Yeah.
And it means you can just get involved.
How are you feeling about the whole LARPing thing?
I don't know, I'm quite excited to hit people with swords. That's a thing. It's going to be something new. That's for sure. What's your name, sorry?
John.
Hi, John. So could you tell us a bit about yourself, if you don't mind?
Well, I'm a student at Southern University. I'm currently doing journalism as a BA. I'm a first year.
Could you explain what you are today?
Okay. Today I am playing a character named Creekwater. He's a Raven Morn. They tend to have forms, like animal forms, nature forms. So you could look at rocks, leaves, or birds. I am playing a bird.
What's your name, sorry?
Liam.
Oh, Liam. So how did you get into LARPing?
I did tabletop for about a year, and then I was introduced to LARP.
So how many years have you been actually LARPing?
Don't hack my legs off, they're short.
18.
18 years.
18 years. Thank you for making me feel very young.
I'm playing a character that basically deals with like people's thoughts and memories, like that kind of thing. I go with like the Norse mythology on like Hugin and Mugen, thought and memory.
Excellent. I like your nails as well.
My usual characters, I've got a Russian.
A Russian?
A Russian with a rifle.
Do you mind doing your accent?
I can do accent for all day if I need to.
Fantastic.
I suppose the Russian is just a bit of fun. It's hilarious to play. I've almost died several times with it.
Why do you LARP, sir?
I mostly LARP just because I really enjoy the experience of being like another character or another being. You know, I love writing. It's one of my biggest passions and that kind of thing, and there's nothing greater than being able to create a character of your own and being that character for a day.
Spear, shield and sword, or axe?
I think I would like a shield and sword.
Cool. Giant shield. And a sword. The short sword is the traditional weapon of your Celtic warrior.
I think I got it.
Got it?
It's a bit tight, actually. Wait.
Might be because you're trying to pin it on over the scarf. One hood. Right. And there we are. One semi-traditional Celtic warrior. Some good news and some bad news.
Okay.
Good news is you're going to get the hit me. Bad news is that you're not going to
Okay.
But first off, hit me. Just anyhow, any way that you think is safe. Okay, fair enough. Everything we do in LARP is foam padded, but there is a fiberglass rod in the centre. If you stab with these things, fiberglass rod comes through the end, somebody gets a fiberglass rod in them. As you hit, you pull the blow back. because that means that you're controlling the force. Yeah, there we are. Controlling the force that you're taking. If I'm hitting you too hard, no, but that is perfect.
How's it going?
It's a lot to take in, I think.
Buckles that you can take 5 hits to the body where the armor's covering before you have to worry about being hurt.
Think of a name. Think of a very like German, English, Anglo-Saxon name, like Eric, Victor, something strong.
Awesome.
Oh god, doesn't mean anything.
Heisenberg.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like apparently his name is Heisenberg.
Alright.
Heisenberg sounds German, making you probably a Viking. Heisenberg, the human fighter with a shield and a sword, is a perfectly acceptable character for your first time.
I will be Heisenberg.
Human to God.
As you go through, you'll probably see that
Just open letter. Look.
really big ones.
Look. See outside the door. Look. Basically, Morn have courts. There's 2 courts, high courts. Oh, the mighty Thor. Interesting. You are Viking.
So it doesn't matter. Kill that bit.
Bam! I have 2 spears!
Hey, Odin has blessed me! 2 spears!
Seem a bit hurt. You've got bandaged up.
Yeah, I'm a bit rubbish when it comes to fighting.
How do you think Ray's doing then?
Yeah, he's doing alright. He's created a name for the person, but he's got to create a personality to him. So especially like if you're playing like a Viking or something, which he is, you need to be loud, flamboyant. I find that being shy and plain just doesn't really work. Oh, it's bleeding! It's bleeding! I don't like this! I don't like this!
Stop doing it then.
No! No!
It
may seem weird at first, but once you really get into it, it's really good fun.
I'm not too great with improvising the lines.
No.
But the dialogue's hard. That's hard to do.
You and Thor don't really get on much then.
Yeah.
I like to keep things very low key, especially if you're not familiar with the culture or the lore of it.
Yeah.
Also, it's very distracting when people walk by with their dogs.
She has faced 100 enemies.
Is it ever difficult to suspend your disbelief in your remaining character?
I find it quite easy to switch in between.
Like, do you ever just want to go like stop? That's ridiculous.
We've never had anything quite that bad where you actually want to come out of character, or it's absolutely that ridiculous.
Come on. Everyone alright with that? On 3?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Going into it for the first time, I kind of just felt like I should stand back and observe it more, see how the other players did it.
Yeah.
And then I would go in there and have a little go.
Yeah.
But it's still, especially combat, felt a bit weird. Is there times where it brushed against me?
Yep.
I don't know.
It's all good faith. At the end of the day, we're all there to have fun. Unless somebody is standing there taking repetitive hit, and then going, no! Despite my lack of armor and the fact that I'm standing here in plain sight being stabbed, I am not in any way hurt. And nobody's going to hold it against you if you miss the occasion, sure.
I was curious to see how, the etiquette of going between in character to being in character was.
Some days or weekends, people are much more. There will be no out of character conversation. We are here to roleplay, and they'll just spend the entire weekend there.
I felt I was a bit rubbish. Just like my character, I didn't really do much. I didn't really say too much.
You were dropped in the deep end. with quite a lot going on, and from that perspective, the only thing that really matters is whether you have fun.
So in comparison to other people you've seen doing it for the first time, how was I?
You were fantastic.
Well, thank you very much for allowing me.
Oh, it's broken it.
These events. It's been
Fantastic.
very enjoyable.
Good.
I've never really loved myself much, and LARP gives me the opportunity to be someone else for a day.
Okay.
It's just nice, and also I get to hit people with sticks.